TV. Woohoo! Still learning StreamYard. So it's coming on here today for Crazy Bill Class 2 plop and drop. I got to get this right here. Here's the camera. I got to get used to a camera. There we go. I like it now. Class 2 plop and drop. At Lunch Beach, got to have your Coke. Don't have no bologna. Gotta got Cheetos. Since I'm having Lunch Beach, I'm going to try and start going live more on YouTube. What I want to talk about today is my trip that I did to Montana. That's right, folks. Montana. Pretty awesome. What'd I do with Oh, there it is. I'm going crazy. This is Crazy Bill TV. This is on the fly. Like on the fly. Like the butterfly. Squirrel, squirrel, butterfly, butterfly. Anyway, when you go to Montana, this is the book you definitely want to buy or read. This becomes your book. You want to do everything in this book. I've done almost everything in this book. You don't want to do everything because then that'll leave something you got to go back for. But the reason I'll have to go back is it was smoky. Fire season happens in Montana, like California and Idaho and Oregon. So yeah, when it's smoky, you don't get to see Glacier National Park as easy. So that's what sucks, but it's what it is. So makes you go back. So one thing that was really, really cool, and it's on a map so big, it's on, this ain't even 8x11. I think this is 8x14. It's called Hungry Horse Reservoir Recreational Area. And this reservoir is huge. It's a lake. It's monstrous. And let's see, North Fork Road. So Columbia Falls. They kept calling it Sea Falls. So I'm like, what's Sea Falls? So I started calling it Chlamydia Falls. That's my new running joke, Chlamydia Falls. But anyway, it's in reverse. But you start here where my hand is. And Meadow Creek Gorge is way out here, like 10 miles past this finger right here. It's a 2.5-hour drive to get to where the South Fork starts that you take, supposedly the 18-mile horseback ride. You get to drive all the way past this beauty. This thing is awesome. I didn't fly my drone, which was crazy. I should have flew my drone. So, yeah, that was this. That was the South Fork. Then there was the Middle Fork. I'll play you this video here. Let's see if I can. Let's see. How do you click on it? I'm learning still. Add to stream. Why won't that add? Let's see. Oh, it's already there, maybe. Maybe it's already here. Is it here? There it is. I'm learning StreamYard again, like I said. Still learning. Because I'm going to get good for when Golly season comes. Golly is right around the door. So, yeah, this is, here you go. You got to listen to this.
All righty. There goes Lunch Beach right there. Is that Lunch Beach?
That's Lunch Beach, guys.
Lunch Beach,
Yep,
baby.
that's Lunch Beach.
Lunch Beach.
Crazy Bill TV, Lunch Beach, the most important part of boating. Lunch Beach. That guy gets tips.
Alright, I think I can get across before I get run over.
Lunch Beach.
I have to wait for an opening to get to you. They're letting
A roundabout, huh?
Yeah, this is how many boats. It gets crowded. This is the Middle Fork here. It's insane in the membrane.
Thanks for looking out.
Oh, it's all good. Just keep rowing. Row, row, row your boat. Even at Disneyland.
This was pretty awesome.
Lunch Beach, Crazy Bill TV. I saw Lunch Beach today already.
Alrighty. So that was Lunch Beach. That was the boat. That was the commercial boat they have one single boat all by itself just for Lunch Beach. This was a day run, so I'm sure I think it was only one cooler. I thought it would be at least 2 coolers. Might be 2 coolers. I didn't see in there. Yeah, so that was Lunch Beach. That was awesome to see. I thought it was just a thing, Lunch Beach. No, it's an actual boat. Lunch Beach is on a boat. So, Coke is so good. Da, da, da. Remember class 2, plop and drop. Actually, class 2, plop and drop. All right, now I'll show you some video. This was, let's do this. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. This was on the North Fork.
Here we go. We're getting to see the mountains. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then you're going to see. Then you're going to see. This is the mountains in the back. This is Glacier National Park is in the back here. It's pretty awesome. But again, it's smoky, and you should be able to see way more than what we're seeing right now. That's what it is. That's how it happens. That's crazy. So this is, I had a 362 on top, which I need to get more footage put out. But just showing you how awesome it is. This is the North Fork of the Flathead, and we ran from the Canadian border all the way down to Glacier. We did a 50-mile trip. We did 3 days, 2 nights, or 3 nights, 4 days. I forget how long we did. We whatever we did, we added an extra day, which was awesome. The Ford put-in becomes a zoo. The Ford put-in is a zoo. It was a total crazy zoo. Like everybody and their brother is like, hey, we're going to go boating today. So, yeah. Let's see if I can do this. So here we are rowing. You can see the bottom of the Watt River. It's so crystal clear up there. It's amazing. The reason I'm not wearing a helmet, 80% of this one run is like literally class 2 plop and drop. Literally. I don't think anything was really harder than a class 2, if anything more than that. And what was kind of hard you could miss. Yeah, nothing's harder than, I mean, there's people that run this in pack rafts. As it gets real low, you almost have to do it in a pack raft. We were getting pretty close to the cutoff level for bigger boats. So. You can see the wood everywhere. It's pretty cool. We had nice weather the whole time too, which was pretty awesome to have really good weather. Let's see here. It was really awesome weather. Alrighty, I cut the camera on. So yeah, this was the North Fork of the Flathead. You drive to the Canadian border, and there's this hidden secret. Shh, don't tell nobody. Shh, don't tell nobody. It's called Pole Bridge. Pole Bridge. The Merc, the mercantile. It's like the general store, but called the Merc. The Merc. Cheetos are good. Anyway, it's called the Merc. Shh, don't tell no one. And this new event that brings gazillions of people now is 4th of July parade. And you drive down the North Fork Road and you turn right to go to Pole Bridge, and it's only like a half a mile or 3/4 of a mile, and you dead in right into the Merc. And the Merc is known for huckleberry bear claws. They are to die for. I bought 5 or 6 of them, and they wrapped them up in cellophane wrap. I didn't eat some of these for 3 to 5 days later, and they were still fresh, like they were right out of the oven. And they sell anywhere from 500 to 1,200 bear claws a day. Now, what's cool about the Merc or Pole Bridge is the Merc at Pole Bridge is that it's all off grid. There's no power out there. They're all off grid. So it's really awesome. They make cookies. Cookies are to die for. Everything they make out there is really good. Oh, they made a pizza. I bought 2 different style pizzas, and yeah, we devoured that stuff too. It was really, really good. But again, that's called the Merc. And then from there, you drive to get to the Canadian border is forever. From Route 2 to like the border is probably a good hour and 45, if not a 2-hour drive. 2 hours. 2 hours. So you're gonna do a 2-hour class 2 plop and drop. You're gonna do a 2-hour plop and drop drive. You're gonna plop your butt in a car and do this. Do 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 do. So, and make sure you bring music because you won't get no radio stations out there. And maybe you get a few, but you're out in the middle of Timbuktu, and it's beautiful because the whole drive as you're going out, Glacier National Park will be on your right. Will be on your right. Be on your right. This is your right. This is your left. This is your brain. This is your brain on Coke. This is your brain on Coke. Now take a drink. Okay. But again, yeah. So, yeah, Montana was awesome. But I'll show you something else. We'll add this to the stream. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. I don't know if it goes like this or like this. There we go. This is cool. Here's another piece of video no one's ever seen. Is me going to the Stikine. So this is my next future plans. Hopefully in the next, I don't know, next summer. In a summer, I'll do this over the summer. Haven't gotten to do this yet, so working on it. But here we go. This was taken with the king of the class 2 plop and drop master guide of all rivers. This is me. I'm filming the drone, and the king of the class 2 plop and drop, he is driving. And that is the Riddler. You've probably seen lots of video of the Riddler. So this is 18 or 19 miles from the border of America. 18-hour drive to get to this point. This is also known with the infamous Stikine. This is part of the Triple Crown. And this is the infamous This is the infamous Stikine Bridge, and I'm still learning how to drone a little bit. Sorry for that, but this is the infamous Stikine Bridge right here. Super awesome. This is next. This has always been on the list. I've tried twice, maybe 3rd time's the charm. First year I got burned out. Couldn't do it if I tried. Second year, it depends on who you go with. So yeah, this is really cool shot. I'll probably use this in a video. This shot over the bridge is pretty cool right here. Super awesome to see the bridge right there. You can see it there. It's awesome. And this is the put into the Grand Canyon of the Stikine. This is very iconic. Rob Lesser attempted this, I think, first time in 1978. And just as 2012, it got its first true clean descent by good old Benny Marr. Benny did it. And then right after he did it, Creature Craft did it. He did it in August, and 1, 2, 3, 4 Creature Crafters did it a month later. So, and an inflatable. So a kayak got it, and a Creature Craft got it. Technically, Creature Craft still had the Portage Tanzilo Narrows, which was like an 8-foot section. Darren stuffed his boat in it, so I don't know if that technically counts. There's video of a stuffed boat because Tanzilo Narrows is like 4 foot wide or 40 inches wide, and a Creature Craft won't make it. And well, we don't know if it'll make it. We haven't been in there enough times to try it like one way or the other. So like try to like, you know, maybe deflate T-tops through that section to get through it. But that's the put in right there. And let me go full screen. That's the put in right there. That's the danger sign, the yellow danger sign right here. That is the yellow danger sign. So it's pretty crazy at the end of the day. Yeah. That's that. So let's go back here. So when I went on my Montana trip, I got a few hats. So let's see. I got this hat. I love this hat. This is the Idaho 55. This is for when I went and did Middle Fork in the Maine salmon, which I had never done. My first time was 2021, May 2021 into June 2021. I turned the corner, as they call it. I did a Middle Fork, Maine, which is more than the Grand Canyon. Thank you. Yes, more than the Grand Canyon. I did it in 9 days. And we have a Dory story. Can't wait to tell you the Dory story. So I got this hat, and then I like gray. Can you tell I like gray? And then I got this hat. This hat was pretty cool. And I like the way it is. It's nice. It's super nice. Got this nice thing back here to adjust. Really like this hat. Really like this hat. This is the trucker style hat in the back, but I really like this hat. This hat's pretty classy. Then when I was at Hungry Horse Reservoir, where I actually picked up this, where I picked this guy up, you can get this at the ranger station. It's right off Route 2, like a minute off route. It ain't even a minute. It's like 1/8 of a mile. You just make a right and a left and a right, and you're in the parking lot kind of thing. And then this is what they had at the ranger station, which is super cool. It's kind of weird what it says, but I love it because it's called the Bob Marshall Wilderness. So they got a hat, and it's called Love the Bob. I saw this. I'm like, man, I got to have this. Let's see if I can get this to show up. Here we go. I think it's folded because I had it in the back of my truck up by the seat. So this ain't. Maybe see it better now. See, it says Love the Bob. And once you've been in the Bob, this is right here. This is the China Wall. If you've ever hiked, this is the China Wall. This is the China Wall. And you'll see this yellow like they show here. So it's really awesome. That's why I love this hat. And this is the back of it. It's got more yellow or whatever. So yeah, kind of wraps around your head. Love the Bob. So yeah, it's a cool hat you can see there. But yeah. So I went to Montana my very, very, very first time. And no, it wasn't because of the Beano said that was my idea. No, it might have been his idea, but I have lived further away from Montana than he did before he moved. And so I got there first. I made it first. I beat the king of the class 2, plop and dropped to it. But again, I highly would recommend this book. This book, I don't know, it's like $15. It's cheaper if you don't buy this online, or I don't know how much it is online, but if you have to buy this when you're in town, when you're in Coram, I call it Coram. Coram, like Iran, it's Coram. No, it's Coram. If you're in Coram or near there, or West Glacier, this book is like $19. But if you go to what is that? The Hungry Horse Reservoir, then it'll be $15. So instead of $20, this will be $15. So yeah, pretty cool. It's a good book. It's got everything you need to do if you're going to do the fly-in. This is Schaefer Meadows, where you fly into. You fly into Schaefer Meadows. That's the air runway or whatever. You start at mile 80 and go to like mile 50. It's 27 miles from Schaefer Meadows to Bear Creek Access. You can take out there. That's the first time you get to civilization or road. This can also be done by horseback. Mostly the South Fork is done by horseback, but you can actually horseback into the Middle Fork if you wanted to. I would highly recommend the airplane. The airplane only costs $450. You're allowed 900 pounds. So if you go backpacker style like we did, I took a ducky and we took a RMR Fat Cat 10.6 with 2 people R2ing on that. I didn't take a sleeping pad. I used my ducky as my pad. I wanted to take my creature craft, but that didn't happen because when it's go time, it's go time. There's a level that once it gets underneath, you can't get like 12 or 14 foot rafts down. And we were right at that cutoff. And we got there so I would say like second to third week of June is when you really. I would say like the start of the second week of June to about the end of the fourth week of June. Because when we first called, it was like 5,500 and then it dropped to like $4,000 or 4,200. And I would say about 6 or 7 grand would be better-ish. Between 7 and 5,500 would be really, really good. Because there is two class 5s in there, and they become more manageable if you're going to line them, or they're hard to run at low water. We actually had to line a boat. We lined a boat at low water. We lined a few times. One, because I'd never been in there. If I was in a creature craft, I'd probably would have ran everything that was in there. But I lined a few things. My lining skills came out. How to use that Christmas ornament thing called a throw bag. Oh my God, a throw bag? What is a throw bag? It's this thing that comes at you and goes and hits you in the head. Like, whoa, oh, I got it. Okay, I got it. Now pull me in. Pull me in. Row, row, row your boat. Remember, row, go with row to them, go to them. You go to them. You actually pull them in, row to them, or throw to them. That's why it's go, row, or throw. You personally go and grab them, or you personally row and then grab them, or grab them, or grab them, and then you throw like football. Actually, you're supposed to do it underhand and give it the lob. So it can, so just like a receiver, you catch it. You actually aim for them. You aim for their face. You actually aim for them and for their face or past them, actually. So you make sure you throw it far enough. You don't want to shortchange a throw bag. That's my safety tip for today. Make sure your Christmas ornament, the throw bag, is well stuffed. So stuffed properly. You don't wind it up in your hand and coil it, and then stuff it in the bag. You actually take the bag, throw the rope over your shoulder, and stuff it in little by little. 2 inches or 6 inches at a time is how you do it. So anyway, Bill Guyman with Crazy Bill TV. Wanted to talk a little bit about my going to Montana. We went to Montana. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Montana is fun. It was awesome. It's beautiful. One thing I didn't get to do on that trip because something personal happened with me, which sucks. Life happens. It's what makes me go travel a bunch because you only live once. Is I didn't get to do or see ding, 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 Kootenai Falls. Class 2 plop and dropper. I think that's a 30-footer too. It's like it's a cascading, or there's a big slide on the other side of it. There's a big slide. So, and it's only an hour from Kalispell. So I was staying in Coram, also Coram, Montana, which is like hour and 45 or 2 hours away. According to American Whitewater Association, it's a 20 or 40 mile section of river, but you really only want to go for Kootenai Falls. You put in about a mile, maybe mile and a half up above because of access, either a mile or two, and then run maybe about a mile past. So you only really want to do about 2 to 4 miles where Kootenai Falls is. They say that's where all the class 4 is anyway. Everything else is class 1 or 2, which honestly, I like, even though I did the North Fork and it wasn't all like really big class 2 plop and drop, it was awesome. The scenery, the camping, the fact that Glacier National Park is always on your left as you're running the river is awesome. Only thing I kind of wish we had was no smoke, because you can't see as much. Like you'll see in video and pictures, you're like, oh, that looks kind of cool. And then when there is no smoke, because I drove the road before we actually went and did it, and it was awesome. So anyway, Bill Guyman, class 2. Plop and drop. I'm going to be, hopefully, I will see you all at Golly Fest.